Now on CoastTV News.
Libraries in Sussex County hit by a cyber attack. What we know about who's behind it.
The master plan for Marsh Park, what the feature of land could hold.
And cloudy for the coast for Tuesday with a dash of shower or two, and we're concerned about a little bit of flooding here and there. We'll update you on all that coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Coast computers offline. Delawareans left without internet at libraries across our area. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis in for Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with the local fallout of a major cyber attack.
Computers that many people rely on are still unavailable following a cyber attack. Multiple libraries in Sussex County are left without internet since Friday, September 20th. CoastTV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us many are struggling to find a place with free internet to do their work and print.
A nearly empty library. That's the case for a number of libraries across the state and in Sussex County. On Friday, September 20th, numerous libraries were hacked by ransomware, which is a malicious software or malware. The demand is a ransom for access to your computer. The libraries being shut down deprives many of an important resource. Larry Ruth says he had no idea he would be on the hunt for a library with working internet today.
I tried to print something this morning and I wasn't able to print. And I saw the message that the system was down. I found out that it's statewide or it's something bigger than just my little town in Laurel.
This is what you see on the computers at the Georgetown Public Library. Sussex County libraries have posted updates every couple of days on social media. When CoastTV News contacted various libraries in the county, each one directed us to the director of Delaware's Division of Libraries. The director of Policy and Communications with the Delaware Department of State says the only thing they can confirm at this time is that they were hacked by ransomware. And as we receive more updates, so will you. In Georgetown, I'm Zakia Jennings, CoastTV News.
And also, libraries across the Eastern Shore are dealing with internet outages after a fire in Baltimore. Signs like these can be seen at libraries in Worcester and Talbot counties, just to name a few. Library staff say they have had to turn away dozens of customers, many of whom rely on library computers to find jobs, do research, or simply don't have access to a computer at home. But without internet, libraries are unable to fulfill a lot of their modern responsibilities.
Libraries today are information hubs, and a lot of people come in to visit the library just to connect to the internet because there are still a lot of people on the Eastern Shore that don't have reliable internet service or they can't afford the internet.
Library directors expect this to last for at least the next few days.
New today, Jane Brady of the Brady Legal Group announced that she filed a complaint with Superior Court on behalf of the Caesar Rodney Institute, challenging DENREC's authority on the authorization of U.S. Wind's project. Brady claims that DENREC should not be able to grant permits to U.S. Wind for beach and construction and the use of wetlands and subaqueous lands. The project would require bringing transmission lines ashore and putting them underneath the Indian River Bay to a substation. The Attorney General and the defendants have 20 days to file a response. We'll go more into depth on this story tonight at 6, but right now we're going to go to our CoastTV poll, and we want to know who should have more input on offshore wind decisions. Let's take a look at the results.
Well, so far the majority are saying residents should have more say in these decisions. 64% saying that, some saying local business, fishermen, environmental groups, and 5% even saying the government should have more input.
If you haven't voted yet, this is the first time we've run this poll. You can do that at coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app.
A survey ends today that asks Lewis locals to voice their opinions about the future of Great Marsh Park. Great Marsh Park is the current home to the Unleashed Dog Park and the Lewis Community Garden. The future of the 66 acres of land could have amenities like an outdoor amphitheater, walking trails, and even roller skating areas. Some locals are worried about overdeveloping and say they want to preserve the land, but others, like Maria Cordonier, are in favor of some new amenities.
So I would love to see walking trails, which would be great. A rolling skating area would be interesting. I don't know if they can combine walking trails and, biking. An area for entertainment would be great.
The conceptual plan for the park was created back in 2022 by the Lewis Parks and Rec Commission.
Let's stay in Lewis just a little longer. If you've left anything on the beach, you only have a little bit of time to remove those things, or you might lose those things. Locals have to get all their stuff off the dunes and beach by October 14th. After that date, the city will begin to remove any remaining items. Locals have until October 30th to claim their personal property, with a final deadline of the 31st.
And let's take a live look now into Lewis from Irish Eyes. We'll check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams, on our First Alert weather. Happy Monday, Paul.
Happy Monday, Christina. And you know what? It's been a bit on the gloomy side. It looks and feels every bit of Monday, but our main concern is going to be what's happening on Tuesday, because that's when we have a better opportunity for scattered showers to maybe exacerbate what we're looking at right now. And what we are looking at? Coastal flood advisory in effect for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. Now, that's going to stay in effect for right now, but we're also concerned about the possibility of some coastal flood advisories that are going to stay active in our area. And then, as we widen the scope here, we start seeing some scattered showers floating actually to our northwest. That's where we're seeing some spotty showers begin to move through, and more in the way of rain that's sort of easing its way towards us very steadily. Here's a look at your evening planner. We're looking at cloudy skies persistent, but then by 11 o'clock, we start seeing a little rain into the mix. We'll talk more about how much rain we're expecting and how long it's going to stick around coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Getting a one-day liquor permit for events in Worcester County is going to be a little more convenient now. The Worcester County Development and Review and Permitting released a statement last week regarding changes that they're making. The permitting process for a one-day liquor permit can now be done completely online. The Deputy Director of Permitting says taking this process online is going to make it easier for everyone.
We're here to serve the public. We're here to get the nonprofits out there, and we want everybody to have a good time here.
If you're looking to get a one-day liquor permit license for your event, Worcester County officials, they recommend submitting it 30 days prior to the approval.
The second annual Latinos Unidos Student Summit is returning to the first state. Organized by United Way of Delaware, this summit will be a half-day gathering to connect and uplift Latino students from around the state. The summit is by and for middle school, high school, and college students who want to turn up the volume and activism for student unions and associations. The summit will be held on Saturday, October 12th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Las Americas Aspira Academy in Newark. Participants will be able to select 2 out of 10 workshops on topics ranging from mental health to leadership training, voting, and the importance of civic engagement.
I'm very excited just to get my voice out there and everything. It's just going to be a nice way to get out there in a way, which I'm very excited for.
The registration deadline is October 1st, although they will welcome students who didn't register on the day of the event. Bus transportation will be provided from Georgetown, and you can visit our website, CoastTV.com, for some more information.
Vice presidential nominees Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance are gearing up for a high-stakes debate on Tuesday. Julia Benbrook takes a look back at how each of them were selected and what they bring to the table.
During a fast-tracked selection process, Vice President Kamala Harris chose Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. It was her first major decision at the top of the Democratic ticket.
Let us fight for the promise of our future.
On the campaign trail, the 60-year-old is leaning into his background as a teacher and a high school football coach, as well as his time in politics that spans almost 20 years, serving in Congress and as governor.
You look at Governor Walz, the reason why smart pick, the reason why he was picked is to bridge that cultural divide, to reach out to constituencies that the Democratic Party's had problems, reaching.
When it comes to former President Donald Trump's pick, he took his time and built suspense. After months of consideration, he selected Ohio Senator J.D. Vance.
But I'm thrilled to have a new friend and partner fighting by my side.
The 40-year-old has less debate experience, but has spent plenty of time in the national spotlight, coming on the political scene after writing a New York Times bestseller in 2016 and winning a crowded Senate primary in 2022.
The reason he was selected was to be the MAGA heir apparent. He was the one who was going to continue on the MAGA. So, of course, he's combative. He's aggressive. That's the style. He is reflective of the top of the ticket.
New today, the Department of Justice has reached a $22.6 million settlement with 34 women who alleged they were wrongfully dismissed from the FBI's agent training program due to gender discrimination. The women alleged they were terminated from the program at Quantico due to a systematic practice of intentional gender discrimination. And they say that the dismissal process has a disparate impact on female trainees. The settlement agreement provides that eligible class members can seek reinstatement to the FBI's new agent training program.
Still to come, Cambridge police continue to investigate a shooting. What they know so far.
And flood advisories persist in the peninsula. We'll talk about that and what's going to show up in your forecast coming up.
First, the aftermath of Helene. Efforts to find the missing and reach isolated communities continues. That's up next.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Too many people think government doesn't respect them. I try to do things differently. I brought Democrats and Republicans together to pass paid leave because helping people care for their loved ones respects families. I helped raise the minimum wage because respecting workers means paying them a decent wage. And I will always defend Social Security and Medicare because I respect those are benefits that seniors have earned. I'm Sarah McBride. I approve this message because everyone deserves a government that respects them.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 4.99 APR or lease an SR for $279 a month.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Helene will rank among the deadliest hurricanes to strike the mainland U.S. in the past 50 years.
At least 119 people have died across 6 states so far, with hundreds of people still unaccounted for.
With a majority of those losses suffered in North Carolina, Laura Aguirre has more from Charlotte on storm aftermath being described as post-apocalyptic.
It's just really horrifying. It's sad because there's still people there that are really hard to get to.
Several communities in western North Carolina remain virtually isolated Monday, cut off from life-sustaining supplies and medical care, days after Hurricane Helene decimated large parts of the southeast.
There is no commercial or retail water available in our city.
The mayor of Weaverville finding a small window of cell phone service Monday morning. His town, like those nearby, in desperate need of things like water, food, fuel, and communications.
6,000 people have responded to a website we have where you can request to be hooked up with your missing family.
Many of the missing may be found when wireless service is restored, but a grim reality remains.
We've heard accounts of people seeing houses floating down the river with people in them. So we know that death toll will rise.
Hundreds of roads remain closed Monday with damage on a scale that could take years to repair. Historic and beloved towns, lakes, national parks, forever changed.
This is a demarcation line. It will be completely different going forward.
A message from President Joe Biden Monday. Help is coming.
I've directed my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible to your communities.
But for many storm victims right now, survival is hour by hour.
We don't know where we go from here. We don't know where everybody else goes from here.
In Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Taking a look at your Bay forecast, we're looking for a chance of scattered showers on Tuesday. A bit quiet for us on Wednesday and Thursday on this side of the peninsula. And we're looking at the same situation in Crisfield. Your full forecast coming up.
Since 1964, Tidewater Utilities has been providing high-quality water service that's essential to public health and quality of life. The Tidewater team are local, trusted experts who are continuously investing in infrastructure and monitoring water quality to ensure it meets the highest standards. We're in your community, making sure water is there when you need it. I'm Bruce Patrick, president of Tidewater Utilities. Thank you for helping make Tidewater Southern Delaware's premier water company for over 60 years. We look forward to continuing to serve you.
Be charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
Lewis Gourmet and Puzzles, 30 years supporting the community. Eat extraordinary with local and global specialty foods and inspire your brain with jigsaws and more.
Make the season sparkle with fresh blooms from Floral Inspirations. We've got plants, festive decor, and a gift for everyone.
Come in for the smell of it.
Harbor Restaurant for canal front dining. Great waterfront views and fabulous food in downtown Lewis.
Lots to do and see
in Lewis.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Let me brag for a moment about my wife. She's among the few dentists worldwide to be accredited by the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. She is the only dentist within a 100-mile radius with this prestigious accreditation, and I couldn't be prouder of her dedication and achievement.
It is my passion to ensure our patients receive the absolute best in cosmetic dentistry and leave with a renewed confidence in their smile.
Entrust your smile with a dentist accredited by the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry.
Schedule your free consultation with De Palma Dental in Berlin, Maryland today.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
We have a decent chance of rain for tomorrow, but right now we still have some active flood advisories that are in effect. We'll go over that in just a moment and what to anticipate for the rest of the work week. So our Tyndall's casual furniture camera in Laurel, we're at 70 degrees right now with cloudy skies, pretty persistent. Then we have the temperatures expected to settle into the 60s, about 67 degrees by 8 going into the 9 o'clock hour. Now our high today, 74 degrees, 72 for the high in Salisbury as well as Ocean City. And when you take a look at the numbers, that's not far away from where we should be. 75 is the norm. We only were 1 degree below that, but 10 degrees, the starting point above the 56, which is the norm for this time of the year. So let's get to the main bulk of what our concern is for the next 24 hours. Coastal flood advisories indicating we could see the possibility of flooding and inundation, or a little bit of flooding, up to a foot or so, Bayside cities and folks that are just near water. That includes Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. That's in effect until Wednesday, meaning we're going to have to keep a close eye on that until Wednesday night for places like, Nanticoke, for example, Bishop Heads as an example. Now we have that same concern in Worcester until 11 o'clock on Wednesday. So everything's now extended beyond this weekend into Tuesday, as we kind of talked about on Sunday night. And we also have that concern for us going into Tuesday for midnight tonight. And I suspect we may possibly have this coastal flood advisory for Sussex, our bulk of our area, our viewers. That's going to be concerned for us as we go into a good portion of tonight going into tomorrow. Winds are still very active along the coast with our small craft advisories. We're a bit clear for right now, but we have rain that's just knocking on our door on the other side, courtesy of this stationary boundary or quasi-stationary boundary it moves through. So as you take a wider view of this, you see this is what I'm concerned with. You see that? Maybe you can see this is, we have these isolated pockets where the oranges are. These are isolated cells that could really dump a lot of water our way. Now they're shading a little bit to our south, and that's a good thing, okay? We don't want this. I'm just telling you about this, all right? We go into Tuesday, go into Wednesday. It pulls out of the way, gives us a bit of a break. So a close-up view of that, how that's going to look closer up to us. We're looking at scattered showers early in Ellendale and Milton, Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, spotty showers up towards Milton and Ellendale, but fortunately, the majority of us are going to miss most of that rain according to this model rendition of what's going on. And Wednesday, we'll see a little more sunshine later in the afternoon. So all things work out, we'll be okay, and we'll have rain on Tuesday, and we'll cut off the rain for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's what we really want, folks. And we're actually going to warm up to Friday and Saturday, where we're actually going to feel, believe it or not, Charlie, a little bit muggy.
I can handle that. Thank you, Paul. In regional news, one man was taken to the hospital following a shooting in Cambridge Saturday night. Police say they responded to multiple gunshots fired on Pine Street. Then on North Drive, officers found a 27-year-old who appeared to be shot in the leg. Police say 3 cars were hit by gunfire. If you know anything about this shooting, contact Cambridge Police Department. We have that number on CoastTV.com.
Let's check out now what's on the Delmarva Sports Network today. At 6 p.m., it's girls volleyball at Queen Anne's at North Dorchester. And over on DSN Plus, right now you can watch Chincoteague at Salisbury Christian in girls volleyball and also Delmarva Christian at Lake Forest in volleyball.
And tomorrow, Delmarva Sports Network will air Faith, Family, and Field Hockey, the legacy of Susan Pusey. Susan was a force in Pocomoke, winning 16 state titles in field hockey over 28 years as head coach before passing away in 2015. That's at 8 p.m. on DSN. Coast TV News at 5. We'll be right back.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Hey, welcome to Poppy's Tacos. There's plenty of space for you and all of your friends. The menu is packed with real deal Mexican eats. Build your own tacos are always a fan favorite. Authentic short rib is my choice. The fajitas are steaming and the smothered burritos are killer. We're open 363 days a year, so come pull up a chair. Poppy's, there's always a fiesta on 15th Street.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot. This home wouldn't be possible without the foundational life lessons you taught me. Call Dry Zone. What? To protect your crawl space. This is Delmarva, son. Just like your life, your home's foundation needs a dry crawl space. Call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
In consumer news, longshore workers at East and Gulf Coast ports could soon go on strike. That would be on Tuesday. If that happens, it's going to be rough on the supply chain. Businesses have been watching the strike deadline, and many are doing what they can to prepare for a shutdown. Potential shortages include some real fan favorites: chocolate, alcohol, popular fruits including bananas and cherries. An extended strike could also lead to shortages of certain cars.
A pandemic-era student loan benefit ends this week. The Biden administration provided what it called an on-ramp period. Well, the one-year grace period for borrowers who miss a payment will no longer be in effect. During the last year, student loan services were not reporting missed, late, or partial payments to the national credit bureaus, but now they will notify the bureaus, which could impact credit scores.
Beloved Hall of Fame center Dikembe Mutombo, one of basketball's most feared shot blockers. In sad and shocking news, the big man has been declared dead of brain cancer. The NBA making that announcement on Monday. Mutombo, the NBA's first global ambassador, was 58. He rejected over 3,000 shots, the second most in NBA history during his long career that included stops in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Delaware Senator Chris Coons called him a, quote, giant in both skill and spirit, and he lauded his humanitarian work.
Coming up next, the latest blood drive heading to the coast. We'll tell you where and when. Stay tuned here on Coast TV News at 5.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for any traveler you want to be. Like #1 Chef Dad cooking up a free hot breakfast for the entire family at a comfort hotel.
Mom made this.
I added the garnish. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
It'll be raining cats and dogs again. Time to waterproof with Gorilla.
Waterproof with Gorilla? Yeah! Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal.
Of course.
Spray it, tape it, spread it, brush it to stop and prevent leaks. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etched tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
I would never take a tax credit that I wasn't entitled to.
Angela Alsobrooks took tax deductions she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks improperly took advantage of tax breaks she did not qualify for.
Alsobrooks claimed a homestead tax break for a townhouse she rented.
Alsobrooks is accused of improperly claiming senior citizens tax breaks.
She used multiple methods which she was not qualified for to save thousands of dollars.
No, I don't believe I'm above the law.
Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
My patients mean the world to me. It's why I come to work every day. When a patient gives me a hug or says, I can't believe you were able to do this for me.
Getting somebody out of pain.
Seeing a patient be able to smile when they haven't for years.
Somebody that's afraid and then they're not afraid anymore.
I love making a difference in other people's lives for the better. I think that's a really amazing thing that you can do for somebody else.
I'm thankful that I get to do it.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today. If you're interested in donating blood this fall, excuse me, here's an upcoming drive heading to Rehoboth. The Blood Bank of Delmarva will host a drive from 12 to 6 at the Convention Center. This is happening Monday, October 7th.
And they can save 7 different people with one donation. So please, by all means, do that. All right, our Bay Health camera end over. We have cloudy skies right now, a temperature of 73 degrees. We'll drop to 67 with partly cloudy skies by the 9 o'clock hour. We have coastal flood advisories in effect throughout the inland areas and small craft advisories, 25-mile-per-hour winds along the coast. So be mindful of that as we watch out for rain tomorrow. You can also keep up with your forecast with our weather line, sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brooks, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
All right, well, thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.